I love the fact that you're thinking about that, because I was thinking this around the same lines as you, um, because I did see where there were some students that appeared to already know or mastered that objective, and then there were some students that didn't know. I actually believe the approach that you chose in bringing them all together was the right approach. And what I want to talk today about how to increase the engagement for all students, how you could have the students who know and have mastered the objective support those students who might still be struggling with mastering the objective. How does that sound?
Yeah, great.
Okay, so we're going to narrow the focus today. I'm going to dive into another form of teaching or reteaching that involves increasing the students' engagement. So when this technique is implemented, it not only increases student engagement, but it also pushes the thinking of all students, and it leverages the knowledge in the room. So we call this guided discourse. Discourse meaning students are talking, guided because you're leading the discussion, but then you're giving the ownership of the learning to students. And when you have about, I like to say 30 to 40% of students in the classroom that master the skill, that is a good time to use discourse, your turn talks, to get all kids to master the objective. So I'm going to share with you some of the key parts of guided discourse. One is first charting the student responses. And when I say chart, I'm saying you're going to put one student response that has the correct way to solve the problem. And then next to that, you're going to put the other same problem, but maybe it has something that's incorrect that caused them to have the incorrect answer. You're going to put those up side by side. And then you're going to pose the question to students. Ask them which is correct and why. What I like to do with that is I like to say, is it A or is it B? And then all students raise their hands up at the same time. So you might say 1, 2, 3 or E or son, and then they put their fingers up if they chose A or if they chose B. That will give you the opportunity to poll the room to see where all students fell. Even though you probably already have that information, it's a good way to get other students to see where you can regarding mastering that objective. And then after that, you're going to call on students to name why A was the correct answer. You won't tell them. Students will talk about why A is the correct answer. And then students will talk about what is the key understanding or the golden rule that they must remember in order to solve more problems like that. Your students are going to come to that agreement. So as you just heard me talk about the elements of guided discourse, what are you currently thinking about?
I think maybe I should, when I looking around the students' work on the paper, I should pick maybe one or two students go to the board and write down their procedure. Then I can keep going to make the students thinking visible. Then if the students thinking is visible, then I can keep going to have some discourse about the procedures, which one is right and which one is wrong. And you tell me more about why it's right, why it's wrong. Maybe all students, whatever he is already master or not yet, they will engage the part because I make the thinking visible.